Community resources. Anna, you want to come up and talk from WCTI? Anna Bulszewicz, and let me tell you something that, I think maybe you knew if you saw her Facebook. We're both from the Detroit area, so I was very pleased to see a Detroiter doing well. Our star, Anna.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm sure that everybody's heard so many amazing things today, and last year I had the opportunity, thank you Wendy, to speak, and this year I really refined a lot of things before I was offered to come here today to hone in on some things I've learned over the course of this year and things that will be helpful. We actually have a firm that we hire come in and show us what people are doing with technology these days and what folks in this area, news consumers, are doing with social media in this area. And to be completely honest, this area is not very popular with social media like a Detroit area would be, a Washington, D.C. So it's that jump to get people to get on the bandwagon because we truly do struggle with Twitter, with Instagram and things like that. A lot of younger people, I'm 30 years old, I don't like being connected to my phone all the time. I like eyeballs, I like communication, I like phones, talking, seeing people. So to adjust and to make time, like you said, Peggy, is a big deal, and you really have to. In fact, for those of you who don't know, Jamie McCutcheon, our evening anchor, former evening anchor, has now become our assistant news director. She has led a lot of our social media efforts at the TV station, and she's also been taking over for our media content manager. We don't have anybody managing the internet right now. We're trying to fill that position. I like what Danny says. Last year you had a great presentation, and this year as well. And something I just want to play off of, when you post something, it's interesting. I have a personal page where I talk about my family, my life, to keep up with my 7,000 cousins back in Detroit. And then I have a private, or a public Facebook page that is my news personality. Close to 3,000 likes on that page, which is good for this area. But what's weird is, I don't get many likes when I post news articles, or I post something about news. I posted 5 pictures from my mom's 50th surprise birthday party. I got 400 likes in just a matter of hours. So people aren't going to that page to get news, they're going to that page to learn about me. And that's taken me a little while to understand and figure out, but once I got there, what is your product? What are you selling? And I learned exclusivity, especially in an area like this. I mean, I'll be honest, I love feeling special when I walk into MJ's, for instance, and Mike knows me, or the Chamber, seeing, you gals over there and feeling like that. You want to feel like, as a consumer, people know you and they want to take care of you. And it's not a one-way street. You have to have that constant communication. But how I balance it is I just schedule the time. And I've learned what to post and what not to post, because that's key there. So exclusivity, giving your consumer what they're shopping for, and an inside look at what you're doing to make them feel like they're a part of that. That's a big deal. Everybody wants to feel like that. All these different things, and it's ultimately, my sister, I told her I had to have a presentation here today, and she said, all of this is to share the human experience. Instagram, it focuses on photos. What you're doing is you're sharing your human life. What is everybody's goal right now? I have a friend who has a GoPro camera on his dashboard. You're so weird. Why are you doing that? To go viral? Because people are making money. People are getting their advertisement out there, their businesses, they're going viral. It's small stuff too. It's like a cat playing with a ball of yarn, and it's funny and people love it. What the heck?
Yeah.
But if you're studying what's being picked up on Good Morning America, where they'll have a section of, crazy YouTube videos, or, Jeannie Mose is one of those CNN reporters who literally, her job is to watch YouTube, find something that is popular, and make a story out of it. That's journalism. Now, this morning, Leland Pinder, one of our best reporters, only reporter out at the Beaufort standoff, the town of Beaufort had a standoff this morning. He came into the office, he said, Anna, I had video of the man surrendering. I couldn't tell through the whole 2 hours that happened. I said, you give that a play-by-play, and you speak about that. So now we rely on, for instance, Wendy asked me to talk about this, when a viewer gets video like that, of the moment when we can't be there, that is gold. People want to see the moment someone surrenders in a 5-hour standoff with your local police department. You know, after they go to that Piggly Wiggly in the morning, that exclusivity. Where it happened at that shopping plaza. And I said, give that a play-by-play. Explain the man steps foot on the ground, puts his hands over his head, you know, shouts, okay, it's over. Tell me that. I thought that was a family member standing around the car, and, you know, we flashed in and out of the video. You need to explain it. And having the phone, as you mentioned, Mrs. Broughton, is changing the news industry. I mean, any one of you could make the news tonight. If you were in the right place at the right time and you took the right video for us, you would get the credit for it if you sent it to us, because we can be there. One way social media has changed news coverage, the police brutality stories all over the country. Why? Because they have their cell phones. And I believe in some of those cases, if they didn't have the chanting or the initial act, the dash cam wasn't there, they wouldn't have had the proof. And so now that accountability is brought to light because we have access to the scene right away. And that's just something to think about. And my last point is think outside of the box. Be different with when you're trying to push your businesses. One of the main reasons I wanted to come here today is because I am a major local downtown New Bern supporter. And I love what we have here. And my parents, when they come from their, which is snowing today in Detroit.
Yeah,
Did you know
it's
that,
for my
Chris?
daughter.
Oh.
Yep.
And they come here and they say, you live in a vacation place, you're so lucky. And we are, this is beautiful. And to reach out to that tourism market, I think, is the true key. Because in this area, social media happens and it's popular, but it's not a metro area. So to try to get that vacation or hashtag going where people know what your businesses are about is a great idea. And I think that's how this area, you know, is really going to hit their home run, which for me is the reason I came today, to stress how important it is for us to thrive and us to really get on the map. And not tell too many people, because we kind of like what we have going on here. So thanks for having me today, Wendy.
Thanks, Anna.